just a moment. There we go. Hang on, let me lock my chair. There we go. Woo! I pull up Chatterino. Let me check the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up on my Google so I can keep an eye on things on that end. There we go. Then last thing I need to do is just a quick little manipulating this camera just to make it so I'm not completely blind. Configure video. Nope. A little better, and then we can fine tune the brightness from here. There we go. Let me turn on the audio on my end. As far as I can tell, the stream should be really good as far as like I'm very loud and the music audio is not too loud. I did the reason why I didn't start at like 6:30 or 6:35 exactly was just because like I had a like last second I was like, wait a second, how's the audio looking? For some reason the microphone had completely reset. I think Wavelink had like a big update, which is where I have my mic. There we go. That's in, and then I immediately locked out. Just give me like 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna continue working on this guy. From what I remember, we just need to fix up his I think we just need to get into like one last little like final pass of line art, and then we should be able to move on to flats even this stream, I think. Quick word of warning, I do have additional guests in my home this week, so if people just bust in, it's probably one of my nephews, even though I asked them not to go into my room. Big family, little house. Hold on 1 second, I'm just fixing the camera. I also completely like unbuckled my camera from last stream, so like I have to manipulate it a bit. No, wait, I'm way too far. There we go. Boosted saturation and toggle the white balance. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, I completely got lost on what windows are supposed to be open. Just a second. Nice. I got a mocha. All right. So yeah, like I said, we're just going to continue working on this. I don't know what that squeaking sound was. I really need to clean up my desk, like 100% to the root. All right. So just looking over this before we move on to like a more final stage. So this is going to be that layer. Let me grab the right color. It's on a multiply. Let me grab my brushes. Pencil, eraser, pencil, eraser. Okay. Big delay. Don't know what that's about. There we go. I think it just took a second for it to really log in or really like get settled in. So the only thing I'm noticing is his shoulders are a little bit crazy pointy. And then the his eyes look a little far apart. So I want to check real quick. He doesn't have like super far apart eyes or anything. It's like they're very like just normally centered. I do have like a bit of same face where I don't really tweak that too much from drawing to drawing. I think it's maybe his far eye. Hold on, wait, let me. I think that's what this is about. It's because I was flipping the camera, so I wanted to make sure like everything was even. Where is this shiny light? There we go. So he's pretty good on here, but I'm wondering if I can move his eye just a little bit closer to the center, because something about it's bothering me. I don't know if it's this eye that's too far to me or this eye. The cheap way is I just have like a move brush. Let me grab that. That feels like exactly what I needed. Which is a little suspicious because usually it's not that easy. Yeah, it looks perfectly fine to me. And then the only other thing is that the shoulders look crazy pointy, and I don't really know what's causing that. Oh, well, I mean, besides his shoulders just being pointy. I think it might be his build. His build is like very like shoulder heavy and like thin waist. Which I definitely think okay, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think during the very first sketch, I had him like kind of a little chubby because he's an old man. And then the second session, I ended up making him really built like a tank, like really buff for no reason. I don't think I would do that. I'm trying to think of any kind of like justification for him being buff besides he was a hitman at one point. So the idea is that he was like a hitman. He was basically on his deathbed with I don't know, some kind of cancer, kidney cancer, something like that. I don't know if I ever wrote that down. But whenever he was made into a kindred, he would obviously be restored back to health. I think I leave it very flexible on there. Some people think that whenever you're made into a vampire in Vampire the Masquerade, it keeps you at whatever state you're at. So like, you don't gain missing eye, you don't gain missing limbs. But I think it's a little flexible where it's like it works for some people, doesn't work for others. Well, my dog's in here, so I'm gonna trap him here for a minute, see if he learns his lesson. Oh. But yeah, so I think for him, it restored him back to like full physical health. He might still have the cancer in there. It's just he's a dead body basically, so there's nothing much for there to do. But I don't know if at that point he would be, he's still like a 60-year-old man that's retired, so I'm not sure where he would be then. I think probably him being on a fatter end would make the most sense. So I think I'm gonna bulk him out a little bit towards the middle. Maybe like flatten out that like X shape, like the scoop inwards towards the thinner waist. The X is what they talk about a lot in like bodybuilding. That the Arnold Schwarzenegger, you want like big shoulders, big legs, but like a skinny waist. Or like if your waist doesn't really change size, it's more that everything else gets a lot bigger, so it makes you look thinner and like a profile. So I'm just gonna think of him out. My dog is like losing his mind. He's like trying to like bury himself under my feet to like make sure I notice him. He's being like a real like nuisance today because we have like guests over, so he's like losing his mind. He wants to be with the guest. He wants to be with us. He wants to be with the guest. He'll like run into doors. He'll whine if you don't let him in. I just got a lot bothering me because of visitors. I mean nephews. They're family. I love having them around, but too many people in a small space, it can get really chaotic. Hang on a second. Maybe he'll try to stay out now. Maybe. I wonder if I can just like move this part like I did with the eyes. So if I could just like move this like belt buckle a lot more forward, like almost like this entire section, just push it forward is all I want. Maybe push everything else to the sides. Let me take off the little shadows because that's also kind of like changing how I look at him. I should have made a copy so I could see where we started at. Let me see if I can still get a copy. This is a very difficult thing to do, but let me see if I can do it. So we just make a copy of the pencil layer. You have to make sure not to make any changes because then it completely removes your history. Control C, then we go back to where we were. And Control V. There we go. So now we have a comparison. Here's what we do. We're going to group these two. Absorb this background color. We're just going to entirely fill this section in. So now we can have both on, and then we can just compare the two. Yeah, the eyes are definitely much better. The shoulder feels a little bit less goofy, which I do like. Oh yeah, and that waist looks a lot more relaxed. Yeah, I think this was just like all changes I made here were just perfect. Hold on, one last little thing. It reminds me of another drawing I'm doing. I guess I can talk about it. I don't know why I act like any of this is like top secret information. I'm gonna switch to the big cam for this. Oh, I moved my sketchbook. Where is it? Oh. Oh, that's right. I scanned in all my drawings. I scanned in a bunch of drawings that I've just had like sitting around and then never worked on. Just a second, hold on. I'm also planning an event this Saturday, so I'm trying to get everything worked out. 24. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, we're just like organizing timetables and it's just so frustrating. I always hate doing this planning because it's not just this group, it's also like hanging out with my brothers or like hanging out with family. It's always the same thing. I'm like a mathematician right now, trying to figure out like when is the best time. Okay, sorry. Yeah, but like I say, this is pretty much like exactly where I wanted to be. And there's also like a really picky part of my head that's telling me to like go in and fix the like how blurry everything is. But I'm also remembering that I have to do like one last little pass through, so we really don't have to do anything. He doesn't have any earrings, does he? No. I think we're all good. The only other thing is maybe I'm thinking about his hand coming up towards the porch, the Pew. The Pepe Le Pew. Oh, sorry, hold on. I completely got distracted. I was gonna show off stuff. Switching camera. I think it makes a sound. Sorry about that. Okay, now it's me. Hello. Here we go. So I'm hoping before the February is completely out, I can finish this very late Valentine's Day drawing. I'm doing Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my favorite stories, because I'm a hopeless romantic loser sap. But anyways, this is a drawing that I'm working on. So it's just, you know, Darcy and Bennett, just, you know, just there. Oh, and I'm trying to... You obviously can't like see too much detail because the camera's not like really built for like super high detail. And I think it's also just not in focus. But Darcy was extremme difficult. Oh, hold on. Darcy was extremely difficult for me to actually get the pose correct, and I went through like maybe let me calm down. Let me not over exaggerate too much. 5 to 6 different poses for him, trying to figure out exactly what wasn't working. But I knew that like it will eventually I would figure it out, because I've had this thing, or I think many artists experience this little phenomena, I guess, where, hold on, switching cameras again, where they really can't get a pose to work, and they'll go through like 100 renditions before they finally just give up and move on to like a different pose. Or they'll, you know, they'll cover it up with something, you know, like some people have trouble with feet, so they just cover up the feet, and they figure out like a way around it, which is fine. But I'm kind of in like a, I don't know if it's like masochistic, or like I really want to see if I can not just like shorthand things, if I can just actually like sit down and figure things out. Like I really hate whenever I'm just like too comfortable with being half effort. Like I really don't like that, especially when it's something I can do. Okay. Sorry, I'm really distracted. Sorry, like I said, I'm trying to organize plans, and basically an event that I've been excited for since like early last year. We were supposed to do it in January, got pushed back to February. Now we're looking at April. We're just like pushing it back and back and back and back, and it's like I don't want to. It's depressing. It's legitimately depressing, because like I want to be able to hang out with my friends, but things keep happening, you know. Like I think the first time was the roads got frozen over, so like one of the more key members of our group was completely like just unable to meet us, and then now another one of our core members is just like sick. So I don't know why I say core members, like there's extra members, it's the people of the friends group, but they are also sick with COVID, so it's like no one wants to just risk it for no reason, and it's just I'm losing it. Literally like halfway through the year is when we're supposed to plan these, because we need time in order to plan these things. And it's like, even though we plan things for, I don't know, 8 months ahead, we still didn't have enough. We still ended up having like a ton of roadblocks come up. It's immensely frustrating because, and it's just, you know, happenstance. No one wanted this to happen. No one was just being lazy or anything. Like it just happened. That's what makes it suck so much more, because like I don't have anybody to yell at except myself, I guess. Okay, sorry, me bagging on absolutely nobody's business. Back to this. I'm just gonna add a better shadow. Whoa, is that not the color? Are we on a different color? What's going on? Yeah, what in the world? It was the same color. I don't know why it wasn't working for a second. Now I'm trying to like just make the shadows work better with his newfound gut. He's probably sad because I just gave him a gut for no reason. He's like, come on, man. You had all the freedom in the world to make me give me like a Greek Adonis body. And I'm like, no, you are old, therefore kind of fat. I hope I don't get like really chunky when I'm old, but I don't know how to avoid it. Because, you know, like once the issue is like it's not like older people want to gain weight. It's like literally your body will retain fat a lot more, and you just don't have the exercise to like really push it off. Like you would need more exercise than you do in your youth, I suppose. I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure your body does like literally retain more fat as you get older. Oh, what am I doing? I'm actually like shading it for real. No, my bad. I got a little bit too into it. At this rate, I'm not gonna be able to like finish it if I keep getting distracted like that. Finish it. What am I talking about? You know what? Instead of doing the final pass of the liner, I think I'm gonna focus on the background, because background is really rough right now. Like I think we're gonna have some issues if I don't get like all this settled out too. Like while we're still in like an early stage. I don't know what this is. I think it's like shading for everything. Shading for like the background, like it's coloring. I have no idea what that layer is. See, these were the earlier renditions that I look back at. Whenever I was like looking through this stuff after last stream. Oh, also I should mention last week I wasn't able to stream because I went to watch Hadestown. Convenient that I haven't cleaned my desk because it actually made it so I have this prop. But yeah, I went to watch Hadestown at Greensboro, and it was actually really good. Like I've never watched it, I've never listened to it. I just heard that it was like a really great show, and there was like a YouTube video from like Wait in the Wings talking about like the origin of everything about that show, and I thought it would look cool. So, and it ended up being really good. Like I had very like what's the word? Expectations. I had very middling expectations for the show because, you know, like I knew nothing about it. It had a sneaking suspicion the type of music that would be in there wasn't really my taste. And that ended up not being true. I ended up enjoying it a lot. Like it was great. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is happening? What's happening? Sir, Okay, we're gonna stop freaking out and just erase it. Let's not think about it. Just erase. It's thankfully maybe like one of the least important parts of this drawing. Okay. I'm gonna do one last little experiment and then we're finally gonna move on. Oh, too high. 1 second. This is the only other thing I can think of, maybe including later down the line is just like, that's not an eraser. Is just like giving him like this little hand just over the pew. Just something about that feels right to me. Where you like, you know, when you're at a church, you use a lot of the time you're able to just reach in front of you and just hold on to that. It's just, you know, like a place to relax your hand. The obvious answer is just like relax it on your lap, but sometimes you just feel the need to like hold on to something. So all I would need to do is just like manipulate the arm here a little bit, like change the angle of it a little bit so you can tell like it's moving upwards. Maybe make it a little bit bigger towards the wrist because, you know, it's gonna be leaning towards the camera. But that's just like a little thought to keep in the back of my head. Maybe whenever I do like the rest of the background, I'll have a better decision. Ooh. Someone just asked a very blunt question. Although I might be just freaking out because I'm kind of a coward when it comes to just being upfront with things. Oh, wait, hold on. I said I wasn't going to do that yet. Well, I mean, I do need this to be there first. I'm going to trim this down so we can preserve as much of the background as possible. I'm actually paying attention. I'm not distracted. I'm looking at the lines that are here, and I'm trying to decide what we need to change because I'm noticing that the angle that we're looking at is a little awkward. I mean, it always was because like it's going to be, you know, like the camera is gonna have my usual like distortion and everything. I think we need this to be a little bit further. Then we're actually probably going to see like the bend towards the bottom of the screen or towards the bottom of the seat. From this angle, like we're going to probably like see it like right here. Maybe even earlier. No, I think where it's at is probably good. Let me just like erase it, make it a little bit more clear. What in the world? Sorry, the brush kind of like froze for a second. It wouldn't let me actually use it. I'm trying to get at least one of these pews that look like it could actually fit him. Then I can maybe mirror it on the other side. Oh. Of course, this is on a different layer. I was about to say, this song for some reason hits a very weird frequency in my ear. I'm gonna just turn this one off for a second because that one's kind of like hard to read. It has a very good purpose of blocking, but it's also kind of just distracting. So this is a good like starting point. Like I like that it cuts right across here. Like just like right where the pelvis starts, because that's always like an awkward area anyways. I'm jumping in a conversation that I just realized I don't need to jump into. I have a bad habit of talking for people. Is this parallel? It looks parallel. No, what in the world? I don't need a brush that big. Okay. Maybe this is pushing out too much too. Maybe it only needs to be like this far. Oh my god. I just took a peek because my Steam was like giving me a notification. And it's got like 6 updates that are waiting for me to approve them. Why does it have like 6 gigabyte update? Like what is happening? Okay, you first. You first. Baldur's Gate next. Ready or Not next. Okay. Have that working in the background. I just realized that's probably not a great idea. Okay, stop that. Stop that. Stop. I just realized trying to download an update while also streaming at the same time is probably not great for my bitrate. Like my entire network probably just like had a stroke. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble visualizing this. Because I do this kind of angle all the time where you have it like really big at the top and then tiny at the bottom. Like I know that real easy. But the issue is that it also needs to fall in line with all the benches behind it, so that's what's like tripping me up on the angles. Or I guess it does. Hold on. because like I know that I'm going to curve the lines a bit. This is why it's probably best for me to figure this out now while the subject is still flexible. That's why I'm like, with the drawing I showed you with the Pride and Prejudice, like the reason I gave it like 6 or 7 tries was because like I knew it's good to figure it out now while I know it's an issue, and then rather than leave it for later and I'm definitely gonna forget along the way, and then whenever it comes time that I need to fix it, I don't know how to, like I don't know what to do. Like we already have inks. Like the only option then is just to fix it digitally, which is, like I can do it digitally. Like I have enough like skills with digital art that I can usually like recreate stuff. It's usually just like the texture that I lose along the way, like watercolor textures and actual paper texture that I usually end up losing whenever I get too digital. This is not working. Hang on. Alternatively, I could have this just be the last video. I think that's like my last like save whenever I like finally give up on this. Is that like I can just be like, oh yeah, he's in the very front of the church actually. He's not in like halfway through. Which is what I think a sane person would do. They'd be like, oh yeah, let's just make it a normal, like him right at the front. That way there's no issue with like trying to figure out all the other pews. You basically just have the one big pew up at the front and then that's it. But I'm stubborn, so that's not how I'm gonna do it. That probably should be like a guideline, but sorry, that time I was distracted. But I think I'm getting closer to where what I'm trying to figure out. But let's try to just figure out at least his share, and I think that'll help. If I'm doing the chairs exactly like how I remember them being at my church, it'll be like this. And they just have like little bits of the exact same, just like later on every like couple, I don't know, feet. I think I figured it out. I think this is the one. We're almost an hour in and I've barely got anything done. But at least I'm here. It's alright, it hasn't been too bad. I say nothing, but like I made a pretty good edit to the character, and I think getting the structure that I need down is really important. You could probably at least leave it here. I think this is good. Like this is like all the detail I need to do for this pew up front. You'd be able to tell from like the the colors and everything that I'd have to do, that this would be like just another pew in front of him. But then that does change like how the hand would look if I do the hand, which I probably won't, but I'll go and sketch that out too, just to, why not? Is it? No. Where's the hand? Where's the hand? Be right here. No, here. No. Where in the world is the hand? Did I delete the hand? Where did the hand go? There it is. So yeah, that's gotta change. What? I just made this layer. How's it already invisible? Okay, sorry. I need to focus. Blah. Okay, so this is what it would look like if he was Chinese. No, sorry. Twitter memes. My brain is broken. This is what it would look like if he was like still holding onto Pew, which I'm already realizing looks awful. So I think we're definitely not gonna do this, but just for fun. I think that actually should be something we fix. Because that's crazy how far the Pew is ahead of him. That's literally like full arm's length. Which maybe that makes sense. Hold on, hang on. 1 second. Need to grab a reference. What am I doing? Oh, pews. They are pretty close to each other. I mean, I imagine that's what I assumed too, because like usually you want as many people as you can just like up against each other. That sounds weird. Hold on. Pediatric early warning signs. That's not what I'm looking at. They're all at an angle, so it's hard to tell. Hold on. I'm just wondering if you can like hold on to them without having to like completely, what is that, box view? Without having to like completely extend your arm to like the fullest degree. Because I'm pretty sure I could even like grab onto a pew in front of me. Oh, there you go, perfect. Copy. Why is it not letting me copy the image? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Reddit, for having a broken link and also making it so I can't copy the image. I hate Reddit. I hate Reddit. I hate Reddit. I hate Reddit. I hate all these image services or hosting services that are now like, oh no, you can't just use images anymore. You can't just do that. That's you know, we gotta monetize that by putting advertising all over it. Even though I have ad blockers that'll block it on Reddit too. Sorry, I'm getting so worked up right now. I need to relax. Ooh. I really hate being aggravated like that. Feels really embarrassing when you don't have like control over your emotions. When you're just a victim. Oh my god, this is taking forever. How hard is it to look at pews from the side? Side view. Oh, wow, that instantly brought it up. Okay, I was just being an idiot then. All the way to the top. Okay, yeah, so this one specifically would have trouble. And this feels like a good distance too. Like this is like really tight, but it's not like so tight that you can't walk between them. And you can definitely tell like these pews have like a good distance. Like that would be a very long arm in order to reach out. You'd have to be leaning forward. So we're gonna just completely scrap this reaching forward to the camera option, and I didn't like it in the first place. Or I didn't like it that much. I just thought it would be kind of fun. But it's fine that it does work out. That works for me. Okay, then we just have to do the rest of the background. I'm gonna bring this back up to full opacity. Then we're just gonna merge them. There we go. Now we can continue to work on this as like one layer. Well, no, actually just leave that at full opacity. I can hear my baby nephew. That's like 3 years old, 2 years old actually. Just like screaming in the bathroom. But you guys have a noise gate, so you can't hear my nephews. Lucky you. Ooh, I don't know what's going on here. Why is this on? When did I turn this on? Go away. You're blocking my view. Okay. Erase. Erase. Clean this up. Oh, good. There we go. Oh, you too. Oh, hold on. Can I do this in a smooth stroke? That's pretty good. He's still at the age where my nephew's just like screaming all the time, and I don't understand. How do you make kids shut up without being abusive? It's like, I can easily, you know, like tell myself in my head, like, oh yeah, it's so wrong to abuse kids, you know, like it's so messed up that you would ever do something to a kid like that. And then I hear them yell, and I'm like, oh no. You know what? This whole civility thing is just an illusion, you know? Like the Joker face starts coming on. It's all an illusion. This civility. We're all just wild animals. But it's just a thought. Joe Carr face. We're just all animals in suits. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Society. Or there's like that really long, just one bad day. And it's enough to make anyone go mad. Hold on a second. Do I still have those pews? Did I delete that? No, I still have them. Nope, that's not him. There we go. I still have it copied and pasted. Or I still have it on my clipboard is the actual way you say that. Yeah, you can tell, like, I was wondering if I was making this up in my head, but yeah, these do have a slant. The only thing I'm missing is that they do also have these. I think I'm just trying to get the structure of the seat itself, and then we can add the little things on the ends. We can add all the little decorations later. Oh, my sexy bones. I'm stretching after doing like barely anything. You do have to stretch at work whenever you're like just like doing nothing all day. Or if you're like at a desk job like I am. They actually do like have like little corporate things that tell you like, hey, make sure you stretch so you don't break something. I forgot what the actual reason is. I don't know why you stretch when you don't do anything. I know that it gets uncomfortable after a while. I don't know why you have to stretch for it though. Like if there's like a medical thing that happens. Like you get rigor mortis or something just from sitting down too long. Oops. Ooh. Okay. I think we're finally settling on a date. It's been 30 years. It's been like a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. I think the last like Christmas party I had was December 12th of 2022. So, oh, sorry, no, it's not even been a year and a half. It's just been like a year and a quarter. If even like a year and 2 months, so like a year and a fifth. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I'm doing the math problems all of a sudden. Sorry. don't question these lines, okay? I'm not trying to make them really straight. These are more just guidelines. I think I'm just gonna do like a second pass of like just... There we go. I'm gonna do like a second pass where I like really clean things up. And then we can like avoid like the guidelines. Like these lines across here are just like guidelines. But the background's still gonna be pretty loose. Okay, so we got these two are matching up. Like this one right here. Oh my goodness. This one right here is supposed to be this right here. They're supposed to be even with each other. That was a really generous swipe. Where like I like forced it to work together. I'm trying to get them to connect in a way that feels like genuine. Let me turn off the character for a second. Just focusing on these guys. Hold on. Before I keep like struggling for like an entire minute. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I just have to like shrink it down just a little bit more than I thought I did. But because these are also like getting smaller and smaller each pass, like it's gonna work out on the other side too. Wow, that side gets really big for no reason. There we go, that's a little bit more appropriate. I think that's the last one. I think I started a sentence earlier and completely forgot, but I got the video game Helldivers. I actually bought like 3 games in this week because I can't stop myself. But yeah, I bought Helldivers and oh my goodness, is that game like really fun. I think they're having like server issues right now, so like it's hard to actually get on because they've had to limit players because it ended up being popular and they didn't expect it. I don't know how they didn't expect it. Like I saw the gameplay and instantly I was like, oh, this is almost instantly a lock. And I'm not the type of person that like jumps into like brand new games usually. Like I really don't like catching on to games early. Like even Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all those games, which I loved to death. Like I waited until I felt like they were like well into their like lifespans. Elden Ring I still haven't touched because like I'm just waiting for them to be like decently into the DLC and everything. I'm just not the kind of person that likes to pre-order things or like really jump way too early onto a game. I just feel like they're a lot more fleshed out like once they've had like a lot of work done to them. That's why also I think it's also just like something you kind of have to deal with, like especially with like games like Cyberpunk, like huge RPG. Being a fan of like huge RPGs, like they just like tend not to work extremely well until like way after, once like all the bugs are fixed out. It might be like a Bethesda thing where it's like I've played Bethesda games for so long, like I know it's gonna take a while before the game actually works like it's supposed to. Okay. Let me turn off the background for a second. So yeah, you can tell that these lines are heading towards the back It's maybe not perfect, but it's pretty decent. Mad decent. Incredulously decent. Hold on. I could probably make an actual perspective for this so we don't have to like guess this entire time. Is this the right one? Hold on. Which one is this? This is really hard to one to do. That's about it. What is happening? Go away. Oh my goodness. Go away, go away, go away. Oh, I'm gonna break this thing. You just missed the button by a little bit, and it's like, how about 8 new perspectives? Okay, why is the perspective not working as I hoped? Which one am I looking for? Thought it was What is this? Whoa, no. That's neat though. I do not know how to get that to fit. Oh my god, I hate this thing. Are you serious? I didn't miss that. Like, I hit that exactly, dude. Oh my god. I'm not missing. I hate this so much. I hate this tool so much. I hate this tool so much. I hate this tool so much. I'm like losing my mind right now. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm just trying to do perspective. Why is it so hard? I don't understand. Why is it so hard? Thank you. That's all I wanted. This is all I wanted. Go away, please. Before I scream. This is cool, actually. Like, I'm actually seeing how this tool works, like, exactly. Go away. There we go. Go away. At least it's one click for this one, so then I don't have to click like 8 times and actually make another like six of them. That's a crazy perspective. That's not what I thought it would be. This doesn't feel right. I'm gonna give myself a stroke doing this. Is there any way to rotate it? I know I could add more points. Okay, we're getting rid of that. Welcome back, dog. Dog. We're abandoning all perspective. We're abandoning all sense of realism. We are now in surrealism. Dali was right. Not about the fascism. Everything else. I'm making up a background without looking at any references. It's probably going to be an issue. Okay. That's a crazy looking pastor. I'm sorry, I'm still getting distracted. We're gonna look up Gothic church. Gothic church interior minus AI, because it gets really bad. This is a little bit too much. We're going for something a little bit more calm. Something like a modern Gothic church, modern day. Why is AI bringing up anything? I literally did minus AI to make sure I don't have any AI results. But still, like, Reddit will just be like, hey, look at this thing I did on it with AI. Isn't it cool? The answer is no. It's not. Not at all. I don't want to say Westminster Abbey. That's not a Gothic church, is it? By Jove, I did it. What in the world? Why do I know what the Westminster Abbey is? I've never looked up the Westminster Abbey. I don't know anything about it. Is this the place that Dark Souls 3, the Ashes of Ariandel DLC was from? It's an L church? What's happening? Okay, that's a pretty crazy roof. I'm looking for something like the Westminster Abbey, but like so much smaller, like just like a tiny thing. Like it's Gothic, but it's not like, you know, the entire Crown's budget. There was a show. Why is it not letting me type? Okay, Google, very interesting. Show, church. TV. Maybe it wasn't Irish, maybe it was Scottish. It wasn't Broadchurch. Ow, ow. These tiny Scottish churches are kind of what I'm looking for. Ooh, hold on. This is looking nice. This is kind of like the exact vibe I'm looking for, like small, clearly Gothic. I think that's enough inspiration for the roof though. Yeah, that should be good as far as like the roof. Hold on, let me just try to like work with this, even if it's like not the door or anything. Like I think that's still like enough. It's very basic. Like I think you can copy like a lot of the structure here. Just like that. Just like a big domed roof. Maybe just a little thinner on this side. And there's even like the little I don't know what to call this flower pot. I mean, it's just hanging like a flower pot that literally hangs from the roof. Like there's even room for that. I'm gonna try to put in little little bar that goes across. It basically like be off the camera at that point, but I do like that the look of just like a nice support bar just right down the middle. Kind of break up that dome shape. Yeah, it gives like a nice like you're seeing like the interior supports of the building. Makes it a little bit more raw. Wait, does it also have the windows? It does have windows. It gives me a little guide on how I want to do that too. Oop. Wait, actually, no, that's fine. I'm so sick of these people, these dogs, everybody. Oh, whoops. I did this on the wrong layer. We'll keep it off for now. It's not the worst crime in the world. Hang on. I have a baby nephew that keeps opening the door and I'm trying to ignore him. He does that thing where he'll like do something he knows makes you mad and then he wants you to like jump up and like chase him. It's so frustrating because like sometimes it's fun, you know, to do that, and then sometimes it's like, okay, well, I legitimately need you out of this room. He still thinks it's playtime, and it's like, okay, like I don't know how to do this without screaming at you. Like this is getting insane. And if sometimes screaming at you is what he wants, and he'll just like start laughing. It's like, it's just kids. I swear, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I feel like my bones like shiver, and I'm not built for this. I'm not ready to be a father. I'm cool with kids, I like kids, but goodness gracious, do they get on my nerves. What do you want? Go sit. Sit. Go sit. Go sit. Sit over there. Oh, goodness. Stay there. Sit. I hate being so worked up. Sit. Sit. What are you doing? Go. Bah. I hate yelling, I hate yelling, I hate yelling. Okay, we breathe. Everything's okay. There's no dogs in the corner of my eye trying to annoy the crap out of me. I have I mentioned before, but I have like a bunch of guests in the house. My nephews are staying here while my sister is in Vegas, and I hope they're having a good time too. Because part of me is like a little jealous, but I'm also just like, well, you know, like it's actually good that they get out of the house every now and again. Just I like being able to help them. It's just, you know, like it is a huge ask to like just take care of kids for like even just 2 days. Whenever there's just like 3 kids just all bugging you. I mean, realistically, it's just 1. Like the other 2 are just fine. They're actually a lot better just being on their own. They're at the age where they're just looking at their phones anyways. There you go, now he knows. He's not sitting in his bed like I told him to, but at least he's being quiet. I don't know why he keeps just running in here for no reason. Like when he gets his treat, I'm completely used to that. You see that all the time on the stream. Like my dog will just run in here, eat his treat, and then leave. Like it's annoying, but it's, you know, he has a very easy to understand schedule. Now he's just like, he ran in once for no reason, ran right back out. Then this time I shut the door on him so he can't leave. And now he's sad because he wants to go outside again. It's like, well, then why'd you come in? I know it's a dog, but come on, just have some semblance of logic. And now he's whining because I started yelling. But it's alright. Just breathe. Woosa. He's whining, but that's fine. I have music playing, I can barely hear it. I thought he learned the lesson the first time. Whenever he ran in and I locked him in for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Because he immediately started whining and losing it, and I was just like, okay, fine. It was long enough for you to learn your lesson. That's all I need. But it appears he learned literally nothing. This dog learns nothing. He yearns for freedom. But I am a dictator. Yeah, we can give it like a nice little border on the window. Why is... okay, wrong layer. What if I take off the second background real quick, just to see what we got? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Be too early to put a second window here, but there'd definitely be windows on that side. I don't understand what this is locking onto. I don't understand. It's like locking onto a specific angle, and it's really making me annoyed. Okay, hold on. Let me go to tool presets. Use sensors, show preview, show guideline. What? No, what? I'm gonna like fill this in with the chalk. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like cut it out of the other one, and then we're gonna keep it as a separate layer. So we're just gonna grab this, all this. Where's the starting point? There it is. Control X, Control V. Put it down one. So now we can turn that off. Select, deselect. There we go. So we have this as a separate layer too. Okay. Oh, big back stretch. Then what about the original? Yeah, it does look like I have like a little bit of a decoration up top. There we go. We're looking good. I got 2 pencils on each side. Hold on. There we go. Eraser. I'm gonna make like a small point where everything intersects. There we go. What is this? This is the hard part of digital art, is that you can't just get those like really quick, easy swipes at an angle that you easily be able to with in like paper and pencil. There's a flea. Why is there a flea in here? Oop. About to reach that 2-hour mark. I think I'll have time to at least get started on the like fine drawing of the character. Hang on a second. There's like a measuring tool somewhere. Why can't I find the measuring tool all of a sudden? One second. Oh, there it is. It's like a weird angle looking thing. What in the world? I just had it. There we go. So that's 1091. That's like 1018, so that's like 70 pixels lower? Where would 91 be? Like around here, so this should be a little higher. Which I was just getting suspicious of. That was exactly like what I thought it would be the issue. And then let me just check, is this... Oop. This is 1026. This is it's about 1026. It's not that far. It's like maybe 1 or 2 pixels behind, or two pixels, 1 or 2 pixels short. So it is pretty even to like at least this horizon line. Okay. I think it's been long enough. First, I'm gonna give you a little pet because I feel bad. I'm sorry that you need to stop barging into my room. Hey, look at me, dude. Just look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Good boy. Okay? I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay? Good boy. Alright. Do I have any coffee left? Decent amount of coffee. I swear I thought I heard it at the dog hitting right back here. I was like, I was gonna lose it. I was gonna lose it. Not after all that. This is all just like rough perspective. This would probably have helped a lot. Man to your Thundercat. Not enough like crazy bass though. I don't remember. I think I even looked it up on stream, but I think Thundercat actually has like a huge long career, which is crazy because he seems very young, but I think he's actually like near his 40s, which I mean is still, I guess, relatively young, but being a Zoomer myself. Yeah, technically Zoomer. I think I'm like an old Zoomer. Yeah, he's definitely a lot older than I am. I would have been in diapers when he was like graduating high school. The reason I bring it up is because I actually found out that he was, for a short time in the band's Suicidal Tendencies. Like, it wasn't during this era, but like the big song I remember from Suicidal Tendencies was, I saw your mommy and your mommy's dad. She's over lying in a pool of red. I was gonna do that on a different layer, but it doesn't look right. That's also not right. Let's see if I can just like erase just enough without erasing like everything. This is so streaky and ugly. Let's see. What? That's not how, what? How does that work? What is this tool? I don't understand how any of these tools work. Freehand path tool, Bezier curve tool, shift mouse click or double click into curve. Dynamic brush tool. I think it's a Bezier curve tool, but let's see. What the? I hate this so much. Why is this so hard? This doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna scream. Okay, let's get rid of that tool because I have no idea how to make that tool work. Let me turn the camera or turn the canvas because I think I'm gonna need some help with this one to make the curve just feel right. That's pretty close though. It's not bad. It's like a real big stroke. Nope, that's definitely not the answer. Ooh, that's a nice one. I think it's good. I just realized we were flipped this whole time. Yeah, that still looks good. It's got like a nice pleasant curve to everything, just the right amount of curve, I think. Maybe we can redo this one up here. This first one that I did. Because the other two look, I think, great. They're like exactly where I need it to be. But I think this one just needs a little bit more of a curve, like throughout, to really feel right. This is probably like way better. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I think one last one, just for this end, but it's not gonna really matter. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? I hate that so much. I undid and then drew a line, so it like completely deleted the history. Please. How's that look? That's pretty good. Please. Work, I'm begging you. Don't do this to me. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna just add a little extension on that. I don't care if it doesn't match really well. No, it's not working. It's not working. I thought I had it. I just need it from here to here. My shoulder's getting tired. Ooh. It's like way too pronounced of a curve. It's like I'm just trying to do like the very lightest bit of curve and it's like, nope. How about a big hump? Wait, what if I do this like from really far away? Will that help? Gives it like less time to give like a pronounced curve. That makes it almost exactly the same. That one might work. My arm's getting tired. Please, please. That works. Oh, my arms. Okay. Just to make sure. That should be about 1106. This should be about the same. That's about like 50 more. It's not great. 1070. Let's try that again. Maybe I clicked the wrong spot. 1107. 182, so that's about 30 pixels. No, that's 25 pixels. It's not that pronounced of a difference. We can ignore it then. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the perspective should be. Hang on a second. I know what the issue is here. Unfortunately, I need a perspective tool. Not two, just one. Please cease to exist. Here, I was surprised I got that. Let's try this one too. Actually, this could have kind of worked. That feels like the right spot. But maybe it shouldn't be. I think it should be centered. But I don't know how else to get it to fit with everything. No, I guess it is off-centered. Because then it's gonna not make any sense. Because it has to at least fit in with like close to where these two lines that are in perspective. I guess this is the only one that's like up for grabs where it could change. I think that maybe that's like the dream, and then we can just increase the density. That's crazy. This probably hurts my head. Should be like around this area, so this is hard. This is very confusing what I'm doing, but trust the process. I swear I'm not just going insane. Officer. Stop. All right, we're gonna try the Bezier tool just one last time. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. Did I just do it? Hold on. Hang on. Hey, hold your horses. So it starts on this line, we follow it down, then it goes right back towards this line. So not quite, but it's close. There's just a little bit too much curve towards the start. I think we should maybe even start earlier, like here. So let's aim for like this spot right there, or this spot. Let's aim for this spot. And then follow along towards here, giving it just enough curve. Sounded like my uncle sneezed his lungs out. There's a logic to this madness, I promise. Okay, I think that's it. I think I got it. I'm gonna turn off the little assistant. Turn off. Oh, there we go. That took forever. Now that means I have to redraw a little bit more. Most of it's still fine, especially like the big walls are mostly fine. The windows just need like a small bit more adjustment now. I'm gonna lift this back up. The window's actually pretty much fine. It just goes over the line I just made. Which is also fine, but I'll keep this so because it helps. Oh, I'm trying to find a blending mode that'll make it really obvious where the lines are. None of these are doing anything. I mean, that one kind of works. I'm trying to figure out a way to get this to work. Please, just bear with me. Okay, this isn't working. My eyes hurt. Anyways, okay, we're just gonna ignore it. Not that one. That's the one. This is such a hard one. I mean, technically, if we want to be like really strict, then it'd be like the next pew would be like cutting off right there. What is like the most generous we can make it? Like, I think maybe like right here before it starts to get like awkwardly below his shoulder blades, which is just not where chairs usually end. Or maybe it's like mid back, I think, actually. Like maybe like here. But then it's still kind of crazy having this here. I think this is maybe the most that would make sense. But I don't want to do that either. I think maybe the most I could justify is that. I think right there. I think that's basically where I could do it. This is good. But then the other issue is that the chairs would align this way. Especially with like the little bit of like extra thickness. Extra thickness. That's not what I wanted to say. The edge of the pew, there'd be like a hard edge like right here. So I really don't know how I could justify that. Perspectives are so hard. No, I just don't think it could work. I think we just gotta find like something to work with this angle. Just like at least to here. I think this is like the bare minimum. I'm gonna turn the canvas again. So like just at least to like here. Okay. This is really gonna like hurt my brain. Well, alas, it must be done. You stay out of this as well. Okay, sorry, let me spin the camera around. You know what? That's actually not too bad. I think maybe it's just a little hard to justify with the doors. And let me see if I build it out a little bit more. What could it look like? Oh, is that an issue I'm having? That might be actually one of the reasons why I'm being so confused. This line actually doesn't make sense at all either. Okay. And just like a connecting line between these two. I'm having to draw like 100 guides in order to draw just like some freaking pews. This is the worst timeline. Why did I choose to make it so challenging for myself? It's close. Wait a second. Two things. Why is the audio now suddenly not playing any audio? One second. What happened to the music? What happened to the audio? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where it's playing from. Is it still on the Streamlabs? It says it's still playing, but I can't hear anything all of a sudden. No, I can't hear anything. What in the world? Test. Hang on, let me see on the stream if it's still there. Test. Hang on, let me see on the stream if it's still there. No, I can't hear anything on my headphones. 1 second. Test. Hang on, let me see on the stream if it's still there. No, I can't hear anything on my headphones. 1 second. Test. No, I can't hear anything on my headphones. 1 second. Test. Yeah, I straight up can't hear anything. Test. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I straight up can't hear anything. Oh, I must have hit the mute button. Test. Oh my goodness. How about now? Yeah, I straight up can't hear anything. Yep. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Mute button. Test. I have no idea how long that's been going on for. My bad. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's right. I was trying to figure out, are the pews curving away? They should. Yeah, they should be curving away. But only once they get to a certain distance. Should just be less curved from here, from this angle. Why is it doing this? Do I have to go upside down? I almost muted everything again. That's not too bad. I think that's good. No, that's terrible. As soon as I saw it from the other angle. Hang on. I'm getting really tired of this. I think that actually worked. That feels perfect. then it's not gonna matter. But this is basically where the edge of the wall actually is, like right behind the pews, just so I have like denotated in my head. I couldn't say the word. Bah. All right. So I think that's good there. Now we just need to get these pews to line up right. What is this? Oh, that's an empty one. So now I have the guides there. So now this should be the very, very last little tweaks that I need to make to the pews. Why are you not letting me draw anything? Thank you. I was about to lose it. Okay. So technically these should be the tops of the benches. Oh, I'm gonna need him in here though, just to make sure I'm not cutting through him. I am cutting through him. Also, why is this brush so thick? Make this a multiply. Just to do a little tester, let's see if this how this looks from. I'm gonna need to turn off this assistant because now it's getting just distracting. What in the world? I did not ask. Okay. Okay, let me turn off the guide, see how we're doing. The other side just seems a little too hilariously short, so I might need to pick that up. And I'm wondering if that's gonna be like really annoying to do. Yeah, I think that's an easy fix actually. Out of all like the things we had to work on, I think that's actually an easy fix. I'm gonna just erase all these here. No, go away, go away. Oh man. Just gonna erase all this here, because those are not looking good. Turn these off, go back to here. Actually, hold on, turn this back on. Because I want them to be in line with this right here, this line right here. I don't know why I'm putting a curve on all these lines. I think it just makes it look a little bit less even and gives more of a distorted look to just not follow it 100% straight. And that also gives me like a little bit of more freedom to just like finagle things. We can push it away from the wall a bit more now. That's like perfect for the height. Now the only issue is now I need to make everything make sense again. So it's a little bit of a big fix, but it's all right. The only thing is I just need to reflect it better on here. I'm sorry if this was just like a very annoying stream to watch, because like this is just me trying to figure out how to make a very wonky perspective work. But alas, it just felt like it's the right thing to do. And I just realized I need another line to push this further back. Okay, let me turn off the guide so I can see what we look like. Why? Why? Stop it. No, don't do that. Jeez. What just happened? Okay, just go away. Oh, well, hold on. Now I know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Too much work. Too much work. I'm getting like a headache just like trying to make all this perspective work somewhat. Like it doesn't have to be clean, but it's just like, okay. What layer did I just do all that on? Oops. It's alright, it was on a terrible brush anyways. Terrible for what I was trying to do. Alright, this is the pencil still? No, this is the eraser. It should be like 15. Still too small. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work now. Oh god. Okay. Now comparatively, this looks pretty good. To me. Did that on the wrong layer again. I did it on the wrong layer again. I'm doing everything on the wrong layer. Now I'm locked away forever. Bet I'm feeling better. What do I do? What do I say? F you, it all goes away. What do I do? What do I say? F you, it all goes away. What do I do? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. Sorry, I was quoting System of a Down for a minute there. I love System of a Down. They're a great band. There we go. It would take some fixing, but that's basically what the pattern for like the seats would be. And then we could put like a little like decoration, like just like a little cross. then it would obviously like fade away like almost entirely by the time you get there. The only other thing is on this row, let me go ahead and mark out the I'm like stuttering over myself for like no reason. Mark out where the seats would end, because like that also needs to be, you know, like it's fat towards the center, and then like the further it gets from the camera, it's gonna be like almost not even visible. I'm gonna do it at like a different color too, see if that helps with like how cluttered all the guides are getting. Keep these two up actually. Think so. I heard somebody call my name. There we go. Just like a simple little no, that's fine. That's fine. Just a simple little lines there, just to help make sure that everything is getting more cramped as we go along, or being cramped at like a proper pace, I guess you could say. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong layer. This is the layer. Why is there water sound in my ear? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take that off. I can't. Yes, okay, finally, we got another date. Yes, okay. Oh, I'm getting a headache again. I just realized another tiny little complication. Tiny little baby little complication. I didn't denote the gaps between the second part. Oh my god, my head. Okay, so we're gonna do a second color. Because these should also, the gaps between the pews should also be getting shorter as they go along towards the horizon, which is another annoying little aspect. It's gonna be actually making me want to break my head. Just crack it open like a walnut. What time is it? 9:30? Okay, we are now at the 3-hour mark, so we should be getting to wrap it up. Which is a shame because I really thought we would make a lot more progress in this. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just slightly disappointing. Because we are not even like done with the background. I didn't think it would take this long. Please just give me a line. Whose line is this anyways? Okay, yeah, let's just redo that one. Okay. And then by then it's just like completely gone. Okay. It's like pulling teeth at this point. Just please, please. I'm so tired of this. So tired of thinking about lines. Also very, this is nothing to do with anything, but I just feel like mentioning, I really want to see the new Doom movie. I really like the first Doom movie. Like, it really just knocked it out of the park. It made me so mad that, like, it wasn't like a done deal. Like, it wasn't like a locked in movie. When I found that out, I was like, wait, they didn't already have like the rights to the second movie? They just like weren't even sure this was gonna schmack? Like, come on. Like, this was an amazing movie. Like, how do they not know? They're supposed to be like experts on movies, you know, like they're spending money on. Okay, hold on, wait. Yeah, everything's getting skinnier as we go along, so first of all, definitely got to knock this back into place because I just realized how uneven that is. What? Oh, we're on the wrong layer. Are we on 2 pencils? What? That pencil is huge. Oh my god. Okay, so that's following along nicely. If I can, I'm gonna try to get that weird looking popcorn bucket. I don't even know if I'm gonna get any use for it. I just think it looks so stupid. But like stupid in a way that makes me happy. There we go. Now we're starting to see it come together. Oh my goodness, my head hurts. Hang on, there's also another issue. Not a huge one though. I'm really hoping this isn't going to ruin it, but I basically have to like move all the pews a slightly higher than they were on the drawing. But I think if I follow the guides that I've already set, it shouldn't really change anything too significantly. Hopefully. Okay, I found my place again. Oh, my eyes, my nose. I'll try to just squeeze it to like 10 because like I really want to get at least like an ugly, rough version of the background, and then we can start on actual fine line art tomorrow. Tomorrow, next week. Let me double check. I don't have anything on coming Tuesdays. So next Tuesday, all good. For like the next 2 or 3 months, I'm all good on Tuesdays. Maybe sometime in March or March. Maybe sometime in May. We'll see. Oh, I'm lost. Where am I? Okay. We still on the right layer? Yep. What? What is there a huge gap there? We're almost there. Just like 3 more. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, yeah, 3 more. Okay, I think from here there's not really a guide. I do want to make this line a lot smaller though. Or yeah, actually the line a lot smaller, thinner. Is the actual word I should be using. Oop. Okay, I think I got it finally. Hold on. Let's just finish up this part. Oh, wrong layer. I was like, why am I seeing that? I shouldn't be seeing that. Am I drawing? No, I'm erasing. Whoops. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't look like I'm drawing. Yeah, then from there, it's like completely invisible. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, can you feel it? Sorry, lost my mind there a little bit. Just one thing. Check it out. Can you see it on the camera? Put my ears back in. Yeah, you can see it just fine. Voila. Mingus. Charles Mingus. I got 2 vinyls that just came in the mail right before the stream started, and I'm really happy. This one especially because it's part of a vinyl set for a lot of the classics in this gorgeous blue color. Clear blue. You can see me through it. Although probably not on the camera because the lighting isn't great. So that's something I felt like just sharing. Mingus Autumn. I've never heard Charles Mingus, but he's, you know, it's part of a line that has like a lot of greats on there. You know, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, others. I can't remember the rest. Oh, Thelonious Monk was also on there, who's, you know, I think I've mentioned I'm a pretty big fan of. So just really excited. Give it another try, and I think worst case scenario, I don't like it, and I still have like a classic on in my collection. Not that I'm gonna resell any of these, but it's just nice to have like a good selection of like nice eclectic artists of like different varieties. Like that's why I got like a Burial vinyl, because, and I spent a decent chunk of change on it because I just think it's such a unique sound, like that real classic dub style. The only other one that I have that's like similar in that lane is Massive Attack, who I've also been a huge fan of for at this point like almost a decade. Like I think when I was 13 I got into Massive Attack. By the way, I think a lot of Americans do, which is House's intro, Teardrop. Doon 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 doon. And then BBC nerds from like the 2014 era. I was also into Luther's, I think it's Paradise. The intro to the show Luther has another Massive Attack song. Once I found out that that Massive Attack made both those songs, I was like, okay, who is this group that have made 2 of like my favorite intros ever? That have like stopped me in my tracks when I'm like, wow, that is a fantastic intro. Oh, I'm messing this one up. This one's just black vinyl, but it's Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. This is another one of those classic ones where it's just like I've heard nonstop, you know, like everybody mentioning that, like as far as like music of a generation, music of that like will stand the test of time for decades to come. Marvin Gaye has been on there, and it's just been one of those that I'm just like, I don't know why I haven't found the time to actually sit down and listen to the album, but I think now that I've got a vinyl, I have like a good way of actually sitting down and listening to it as I should. Yeah, just felt like sharing that for a bit. I like bragging about my vinyl collection. Okay, let's see if I can do just a little bit more and get this other side of the bench finished. So here we're gonna need not too much, basically just these layers. Oh, what is the top one? I can barely even see the lines we made. Nope, wrong layer. I smelled that from a mile away. I was like, that doesn't look right. How many chairs? David, almost lost my mind for a second there. How many do we have? So 1, 2, 3. This should be equal to, I could say either this one or this chair. So it should be within the range of like 1 to 2, one extra, I think. Hold on. If there's 6 on this side, there should be at least 6 or 7 on this side. Like that's the most. I think that's the range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For some reason I didn't finish this one. Wait, is that actually how it's supposed to look? Hold on. I might have pressed undo and forgot to fix it. There we go. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So should be. Well, actually, let me just finish it and then I can decide. Why is this so hard to see? I guess we just gotta guess from here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 10. So this basically puts it in line with here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so no, this should be definitely like in line with this one right here. So starting here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I might be missing one. Let me turn off this. One, 2, 3. Oh, wait a second. Am I doing this right again? Yeah, this is right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is happening? Am I skipping one? Oh, it's all on the wrong layer. Why am I doing it on the wrong layer? I'm very confused. I don't know why there's so many. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is... Why is it not matching? Oh, it's because I added one. Which is fine. I don't mind adding another. Oops. There we go. I almost couldn't see that one at all, huh? Oh, please use the right layer for once, roll. You're supposed to be a professional. I'm not a professional, I'm very amateur. Although I have done commissions. Check out the commission sheet down below. Hey. You love to see a plug. You love to see a good plug. That definitely wasn't forced at all. Okay, I'm gonna turn the screen just a bit so I can get these lines a little easier. Hopefully. Wait, please. That wasn't bad. But yeah, I collect a lot of vinyl. I just think it's a very fun process of just putting money down on almost on like albums that really like mean something to you, or really just like capture a sound that you just love to attach yourself to. I try to like not buy like for every single album that I listen to. I have had like moments where I look at like albums and I'm like, I have it on my list, and then like 3 months later I'm like, you know what, I like that album, but I don't like it that much, you know, that I'm gonna willing to put like $40-50 on a vinyl, because sometimes when they get expensive, they get real expensive, especially if they go like out of stock or out of print like really early. Like one that I'm still debating is like C Tangana, El Modronildo or something like that. It's in Spanish. And it's a great Spanish album. Like I really think has like a unique blend of like electronic sounds, Western sounds, that's not the right word, North American sounds. And I really think it's a good album, but it's also like $50 like when it first came out, because it's, you know, probably coming from overseas, and I think he's like literally Spain, not just Spanish. And then like also it just went out of stock. Like they didn't print that many to begin with. I can't believe I got that one actually. So yeah, I just like that. Once I get that album or get that vinyl, I like just make sure to get like a moment to like sit down and just make sure like, is this album really worth it? You know, like was this worth all the effort of like spending that money to get that record? And then like almost every single time, I think I've just been like, yep, absolutely, that was a fantastic album. Just every inch of that album, I was a huge fan of. Like Tyler, the Creator, there's like almost no albums that I wouldn't want. Well, that's not true. I think Wolf was like the only, Wolf and Cherry Bomb, those two are still like, everything before that, probably not. Maybe the very first Tyler, the Creator vinyl, because I mean I grew up with Tyler, the Creator. Like back in like when I was 12, I was already listening to him and like being an edgy little teen to his music. But I think ever since like Flower Boy, like, oh my god, he's gotten so much better. Like, and it's like a sound that I think won't age as harshly as the other albums did. Wolf and Cherry Bomb were a little bit too chaotic, and I think even he's mentioned that like the sounds that he was into during those times were just like so not working. So like those really aren't like albums that he's like that proud of. He'll still make money off of them, because I mean there's no reason not to, but like he can even admit to himself that those aren't like his sharpest albums. Which I mean, you know, they're still fun albums, and people can still enjoy them like without having to like be embarrassed about it or anything. Which is why I'm like, I would still like get like the first Tyler, the Creator album, just because it like means so much to my childhood, regardless of like whether or not I've grown out of that sound or grown out of that kind of like attitude. Ooh. Oh, hold on, wait, let me keep that one. There you go. I think we finally got it. Let me put in that little block for the character. I don't know what just happened. Where's the block? There it is. Then we can raise him up. Raise the block up. There we go. Now we're finally starting to get like the whole thing. Whole shindig. Oh my god. Oh, it took so much work. My head hurts. Everything hurts. Oh yeah, some of the ones that I'm really proud of. Flying Lotus, he was also like probably one of the earliest artists that I just found like on my own, or I guess with YouTube's algorithm way back in the day. I was listening to like a lot of homework edits, and those he came up, and it was just like very like the second it came on, I was like, that's one I got to keep on the rotation. Like, that's an incredible artist. And then I found more out about him, and it was just like, that's one. Those are vinyls that like that, you know, like if I keep one vinyl, it's definitely got to be one of his. Probably Cosmogramma, because that one just is just like so core to my listening experience, so core to like what I like an artist. It's an artist that like really meant a lot to me, like growing up, especially like musically and expanding my music taste. Like that was like whenever I was listening to Massive Attack and I was like, oh, there's other people that do this kind of sound. And especially with Cosmogramma, there's like a lot of like dub influence and during that stage. Okay, let's turn this back right round, zoom out, flip the camera just to get a quick check. Perspective looks pretty good. I think it's just not looking 100% exactly where I need it to be or would like it to be, but that's fine. I think at least for tonight, that's pretty darn solid. Okay. I don't know why I felt the need to add that, but it just felt like the right thing to do. All right. And that's gonna be there. Yeah, that's a glow from the eye. This was where we were before. We slimmed him down quite a little bit, or well, we slimmed down his shoulders. We fattened him up in the midsection. Then just did one quick little change to his eyes to make things look a bit better. This is what I plan on for being the final piece, like the final angle. Like I just wanted to. I'm just like switching the angle so we can kind of check if it's like too wonky in an area. Yeah. Very sorry that this stream ended up being a lot of just like me working out a bunch of background stuff that ends up not being important because we're gonna eventually draw over all of it. But I just want to get at least some semblance of a good perspective, just so like it's not so atrocious whenever it's finished. Like I like playing around a lot with these angles, but sometimes it makes it like a lot more difficult during like the final stages, especially like if I had done the final line art and if I had done the flats, and then I'm like, okay, time to get all the background painted, and then I realize I have like a mess of a background with no details, and I don't even know what this is supposed to represent or this represents. It's like there's no chance I can do that just on a whim. Like I need to like actually sit down and break down how big are the spaces between the pews, what are the shapes of the pews, you know, like where do they stop in the background, do they just like or do they look glued to the wall behind them because, you know, like the angle is just so warped. But we managed to get everything done. I think today I'm going to try to actually get some of my pieces done that I've just had sitting in the background so I can have something posted for later. Although it's not super important because I'm probably going to try to not post anything until I get that freaking Pride and Prejudice February drawing. How many days do I have left? I have 1 more week, so this is going to be like a rush to the finish. But it wouldn't be the first time. No, just like right on the buzzer. Is it like the 28th? 27th is going to be Tuesday, so that's probably when I'm going to post it. But that's just me talking my own artist schedule. I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't know why I just... Anyways. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about. No, as far as I can tell, I have nothing else scheduled. No events, no... Nothing. Maybe until May. I think May is probably going to be like when I take like a week off. So that's going to be like one Tuesday for the next like 3 months that I take a Tuesday off. Unless something comes up. Maybe, you know, Dune. I don't know if that, like I can only get a Dune day to come up. We'll see. But anyways, thank you for being here. Even if you were just here for a few minutes, even if you're just watching the VOD, this gets posted later. I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to just look at my art, spend some time to hang out and just chill. I draw no matter what I'm doing. I always like being able to share it with other people. Whether that's to an audience of nobody or to an audience of hundreds, I guess. I mean that about I haven't ever had to do hundreds. I've done dozens. Dozens was a little bit, that was terrifying because they didn't speak English. I appreciated them for coming in, but it was a little weird having to perform for an audience of people that don't even speak the same language, but it's not the point. Thank you for tuning in, choosing me of all people to just clue into. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. So check out my Instagram. It's all linked down below. I have an Instagram where I post all of my art and anything to do with my life, as far as, you know, what I'm doing, whether or not I have any artwork that's ready to be posted, any kind of like family updates that I want to share. Just anything about my life is going to be up there, and usually my art is posted up there first. This is here on the live streams is the earliest place you can see my artwork, but Instagram is probably like the first time you get to see like a fully finished piece before when it gets posted. That's like the I guess like the final posting. If you want to see some of my older artwork, you can go and check out my DeviantArt. That's also linked down below. It's mostly a lot of old pieces, and I haven't posted there in a little while, but I'm pretty active on DeviantArt, at least checking in and seeing what new art has been posted by all the other places. I've been there since like 2013, so it's just like a really old place that I like to hang out and gather a lot of like references for future artwork. So check that out if you want to see some of my old artwork, or you just prefer that community. Like I said, I'm pretty active on there. So if you give me a favorite, if you give me a like or whatever, I'll be able to see it. And I'd really appreciate that as well. I also have 2 YouTube channels. So the first one is going to be a stream archive. That's just where I post all of my streams and have them archived for posterity. So you can watch it on your own time and just chill on your own time if you're not able to catch every Tuesday. Otherwise, I do have a time-lapse channel, which is the second YouTube channel, where everything is sped up into 5-minute to 6-minute chunks. So you can watch the entire stream on your own time. But instead of having to sit through the entire 3 hours and hanging out, you can just catch up on what progress I made since last posting. And then my favorite part is when I finish a piece, I do a supercut of all the time lapses. So that's all the time lapses crunched into maybe like 12 minutes. So you get to see the first few strokes of the pencil, all the way to the final touches where I'm messing with colors, lighting, and all that kind of stuff. They're really fun to do. They look really great whenever I'm finished. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, so keep an eye out for those. Then I think now I just need to mention my commissions. I have a commission sheet down below if you would like me to work on one of your characters, whether or not it's a Vampire the Masquerade character like here, or a Dungeons and Dragons character. I've made like hundreds of Dungeons and Dragons characters. I have a ton in my that I need to work on right after I'm done with this stream. So feel free to check those out. I have the commission sheet down below. If you want me to work on those, just go ahead and shoot me a message either through the email on the sheet or through my Instagram. If you do, make sure that you just mention a couple things about me or what you want me to work on, because there's a lot of bots on these websites and it's really hard to tell who's human and who's not. So try to make an effort so that you're not a bot, just being obnoxious and trying to get like promotion or whatever. So just, you know, your character, some things about them, some art that I've posted that you like, and, you know, specific things about that. Just a little bit more than just a hi, how are you, or I found you through Instagram, I found you through this or that. Almost done. And then if you don't want to go through the trouble of commissioning an entire artwork and you just want to make a quick one-time donation, I also have a PayPal link down below if you just want to drop, whatever you can. I'm not in dire need of money, but just what it really helps me feel like my art is being appreciated and my time here on Twitch is being appreciated as well. Like, it means a lot to actually put money down on something that you really care about. And like, I can't explain to you how much every like, every comment, and every like little ounce of like attention that I get, like really, really, really makes me feel a lot better about just, my art and what I'm doing. Like, I love doing art no matter what. I don't need people's opinions, but I definitely really appreciate it. Like, it really means like the world to me. Like, I just love being able to show off what I can do, and hopefully people can enjoy it as well. Like, that's my goal. Like, I just doing what I enjoy, and then if I can also make people enjoy it as well, like that means so much to me. And that's gonna be pretty much it. So like I said, it's gonna be 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever, account for whatever zone you're in. Every Tuesday, 6:30. p.m. Eastern Standard Time, including next Tuesday. Might be a little late for that one because it's one of the days that I usually go out of the city to go do some shopping. But otherwise, it should be like a normal Tuesday. Maybe just a little rushed, maybe just a little late. Yeah. So next stream, we're going to be just finishing up the background, just getting a little bit more of the structure in. And then we'll be moving on to some fine art, some fine detailing on this character. Once we get like most of the guidelines in the background done, then we can move on. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you guys once again. Bye. I'm trying to figure out where that freaking layer is that I turned off. There it is. All right. That's gonna be it for this week. Bye. Y'all have a good one. Good night. Bye. What am I doing? I forgot how to disconnect the stream. There we go.